Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to an ESPN NFL 2K5 Eagles franchise. We're in week 3, and in our third game, we're looking to stay undefeated, taking on the Detroit Lions. Philadelphia, Detroit, let's go for another win. Welcome everyone to Ford Field and the first road game in the Philadelphia Eagles 2004-2005 campaign. On the Lions side, we have Big Sean Rodgers, Big Sean himself with lots of tackles, lots of forced fumbles, and Corey Simon had 7.5 sacks last season. He is looking for his first sack in this 2004 season. Going to the coin toss, the Eagles did get to choose the coin toss. It is heads they will choose to receive. Starting off the game, Westbrook takes the first handoff of the day, runs to the right for 4 yards. Boss Bailey on there with the tackle. 2nd and 6, McNabb is welcomed to Detroit by Big Dan Wilkinson, sacked for a loss of 5 yards. Big Dan there getting right through the offensive line, throwing McNabb down like a rag doll, and we have a 3rd and long upcoming. McNabb passes to the left side. Freddie Mitchell all alone catches it in for 20 yards before being tackled by Cash. 1st and 10, Buckhalter takes his first run of the day up the middle for 8 yards, tackled by Bryant. 2nd and 2, John Ritchie runs into absolutely nothing. Hall takes him down for a loss of 1. 3rd and 3 to keep the drive alive. Westbrook just barely does, tackled by Dre Bly after a gain of 4. McNabb, quick drop back, almost throws it directly into the hands of Earl Holmes on the other team. 2nd and 10 now, Buckhalter trying to get around something, only find Big Dan Wilkinson, gain of 1. McNabb scrambles to his left, only gets 4 yards out of the scramble. Wilkinson there again to force the punt from the Eagles. First down for the Lions. Harrington throws on the left flat for Jones, tackled by Wayne quickly. 2nd and 6. Jones barely gets back to the line. Corey Simon taking him down there. Harrington now throwing to the right side, finds the rookie Roy Williams, tackled by Lewis. It's a big gain of 14 yards to keep the Lions drive alive here at Ford Field. 1st and 10 from Detroit's 33. Harrington passes to Schlesinger on the left side, finds a block, gets out to the left side, taken out to the out of bounds line by Lewis. Gain of 13 on the play. 1st and 10 from the 46 now. Harrington finds Charles Rodgers over on the right side for 13 yards. 1st and 10, Harrington fires again. Flag on the play. Pass interference would be the call on Michael Lewis. Another first down. A lot of first downs in a row here for this Detroit Lions offense. 1st and 10, Harrington looking to his left side, pass this time deflected by Lito Shepherd, and we get an actual 2nd down on this drive. Schlesinger takes the handoff, met by Nate Wayne up the middle, gain of 3 yards. 3rd and 7, Harrington to keep the drive alive, puts it into Ty Streets' hands, complete for 19 yards. And on the 1st and 10 from the Philadelphia 12, Jones finds some daylight, gets out of 3 tackles, drags a bunch of Eagles into the end zone, and the Lions strike first here in Detroit, going up early 7-0 in this first quarter. And let's take another look at that one. Kevin Jones has some daylight in front of him, gets hit the first time by Lito Shepherd, has 3 or 4 other Eagles try and take him down, but they drag him right into the end zone, and the Lions are on the board for 7. After the 6-yard run from Westbrook, McNabb finally finds Terrell Owens for his first completion of the day. That would be good for 14 yards before being taken down by Cash. And that brings us into the second quarter. After 1, the Lions leading in Detroit 7-0. 1st and 10 from the Philadelphia 40. McNabb finds Owens again, deep on the left side, complete for 22 yards. Bryant there for the stop, potentially saving a touchdown. Westbrook on the run to the right side for 5 yards. Walker on the play. 2nd and 5. McNabb finds T.O. He has lost his man Bryant, and he is in there for a score himself. The Eagles flying right back into this one, scoring a quick touchdown on the 33-yard pass from McNabb to his favorite target, T.O., our cheat code. He has it, and he is absolutely gone with the afterburners, finding his way untouched into the end zone, and the Eagles are tied back up 7-7. Schlesinger takes the run, looks like he has something, and gets taken down by Wayne for a gain of only 2. 2nd and 8 now, Harrington pass deflected by Tahani Jones. 3rd and 8, Harrington passes again to Williams, who floats one up. He gets the grab. There is a pass interference call on the play. They would decline and take the stats. 1st and 10 from Detroit's 41. Harrington pass deflected by Michael Lewis. This time, no pass interference. 2nd and 10. Harrington has Steven Alexander over the middle, and it just bricks out of his hands, incomplete. And on the 3rd and 10 to keep this drive alive, Harrington does it once again, finding Charles Rodgers over the middle for 19 yards. Tackle there by Sheldon Brown, and those Lions are doing a good job of converting those 3rd downs today. Jones taking the first run of the drive and is found by Javon Kearse for no gain on the play. 2nd and 10, Harrington throws it to the right side, finds nothing but air and turf, incomplete. And on that 3rd and 10, they're trying to keep it alive again, and Harrington outthrows Williams, incomplete. The Lions would punt it away. Philadelphia taking over from their own 16. Westbrook on the drop the middle for 3 yards. Earl Holmes on the tackle. 2nd and 7, McNabb passes left to Mitchell, grabs it, and he is off to the races. It's up to Boss Bailey to chase him down before he gets into the end zone. He's at the 20, the 10, and he is taken down just about at the 5-yard line. Buckhalter, trying to get a touchdown in his stat column, has a little daylight and is taken down for a gain of only 1 yard. Porter there saving the touchdown, but no one is going to touch Brian Westbrook as he takes the toss to the right side for 4 yards. The second touchdown quickly in this second quarter for these Eagles, and they are now on top 14-7, and you see that Westbrook had nothing but daylight on this Detroit day for his first touchdown of the day. Wasting no time, the Lions, Harrington passing deep over the middle to Charles Rogers, had a step on Sheldon Brown. That is good for 33 yards. 1st and 10 now from Philadelphia's 47. Harrington finds Jones on the left flat, gain of 8 yards on that play. 2nd and 2, Schlesinger gets the call this time, and he is met up the middle by Jeremiah Trotter. Loss of 2 on the play. After the 2-minute warning, Harrington looks for Schlesinger over the middle, who bobbles and drops it, and the Eagles have a chance to score again before the half. Buckhalter runs it to the right side for 4 yards. 2nd and 6. McNabb is sacked by Teddy Lehman, a big sack for this Detroit defense for a loss of 6. And then on the 3rd down, McNabb is sacked again by Big Dan Wilkinson for a loss of 5. And that punt is going to go away to the Lions. A bad punt. And you know what happens when we're showing special teams plays. You know that something big is happening. Dre Bly takes it, misses 1, misses 2. You see the flag go down on the play, and Dre Bly will be in the end zone for a touchdown. But this one is coming back in the other direction. Clipping would be the call on this Detroit special teams, taking away the touchdown, but giving the Lions wonderful field position here on the 24 of the Philadelphia territory. First play of the drive, Charles Rogers gets the pass. A pass interference play is called on Sheldon Brown. That means the Lions get a 1st and 10 here on the Philadelphia 17. Harrington looking to the end zone. This pass is going to be defended and deflected by Lito Shepherd. Steven Alexander, the intended receiver there. 2nd and 10. Harrington does find Rogers this time. He runs out of bounds for a gain of 5 yards. And on the 3rd and 5, Harrington passes right side. A mess of Eagles defenders there. Tyrone Williams gets his hands on it, and we get a 29-yard field goal by Hansen. It is good. It is now 14-10, the Philadelphia lead here in Detroit, and that will take us into halftime. Once again, the score, Philadelphia 14, Detroit 10, going into this second half of action. Before we get into the third quarter, let's take a look at those halftime stats. Passing yards are about the same, not a ton of rushing, a little bit more for us. The Detroit Lions are getting a lot of good push on that defensive line. You can see those 3 sacks for the Lions. The Eagles have not gotten the same push on the offensive line that the Lions have. Hopefully we can get a little bit more pressure on the quarterback in the second half, and this is a closer game than we were expecting. The Lions getting the ball back in the second half. The first pass by Harrington deflected by Lewis. 2nd and 10 now. Harrington passes it over the middle, finds his rookie running back Kevin Jones, complete for 13 yards. Trotter there on the play. 1st and 10 from the 43. Harrington passes to Rogers for 11 yards. 1st and 10 from Philadelphia territory now. Jones takes it up the middle for 1 yard. Tyrone Williams on the play. 2nd and 9. Harrington passes it to Schlesinger, incomplete, but another pass interference is called. This one is on Jeremiah Trotter on the play to Schlesinger, and the Lions get a fresh set of downs from the Philadelphia 36. Jones takes it up the middle, bounces to the right, taken down by the combination of Trotter and Ndukwe Kalu. 2nd and 9. Jones runs to the left side, is met by Brian Dawkins. Good tackle by Doc on that one. 3rd and 6. Harrington, his pass is going to be deflected by Nate Wayne. Great coverage on that one. And another field goal, this one from 47 yards out, and Hansen is unbothered, and the Lions are creeping closer and closer, 1 field goal at a time, this time only down 1 point, 14-13, and the fans here in Ford Field are feeling it. Thankfully, it's only week 3, and it's not too cold in Detroit yet. McNabb looking around, feeling some pressure, throws it up to the right side, and Boss Bailey says, "I will take that. Thank you very much." His pass is intercepted by the boss and taken all the way back to pretty much where the Eagles started their drive. 1st and 10 for these Lions at the Philadelphia 20, and they are sniffing this lead here in Detroit. See this one more time. Boss was covering originally on Westbrook, the wide out running back, and he sees the pass going over to that right side, sneaks over, and takes it for himself. Harrington taking over, looking pass, and it is deflected by Brian Dawkins, almost coming back in the other direction. 2nd and 10, Jones runs it up the middle. No gain on the play, Trotter there for the stop at the line. 3rd and 10, Harrington looking pass again. He throws it to the right side. Nobody was anywhere close to that pass. And once again, Hansen steps up for the 37-yard field goal. It is good, and the Lions officially taking the lead for the first time since they scored in the first quarter, 16-14. The Eagles taking over from their own 19. McNabb passes over the middle. This one is complete to his own receiver. Pinkston hauling it in for 24 yards. Brock Marion saving a touchdown on that one. McNabb looking pass again. This one's deflected, or more so just thrown into the chest of Teddy Lehman. Westbrook gets the run here, spins out of one tackle, but then's met by 2 more defenders. Hall gets the credit for the tackle. And then on 3rd and 9, McNabb sacked again for the 3rd time by Big Dan Wilkinson for a loss of 5, and the Lions get that ball right back. 1st and 10, Harrington passes to Schlesinger, complete to 14 yards. Nate Wayne on the tackle. 1st and 10 then, Harrington gets sacked by Dahani Jones for a loss of 5 yards, and the Eagles get a little momentum back. Harrington passes left to Ty Streets and says, no thank you, I want to keep this drive going. 11 yards on the play. 1st and 10 now, Harrington passes to Roy Williams, catches it but only gets 2 yards out of it, knocked out of bounds by Michael Lewis. 2nd and 8, Harrington passes over the middle to Rogers, complete for 21 yards. Dawkins there to save the touchdown. 1st and 10 from Philadelphia's 20, Harrington passes to Streets, complete, just threaded that needle to Ty Streets for 9 yards. And on the 2nd and 1, Jones gets 4 yards, combined tackle by Dawkins and Wayne. 1st and goal for the Lions. On the 1st down, Jones runs right for a loss of 1, tackle by Jones. 2nd and goal, Harrington passes to the left, or to the right flat, for Jones for a loss of 4 yards because he caught it and ran backwards. Sheldon Brown forcing him out of bounds, and that will take us to the 4th quarter. Lions still on top, 16-14. Let's see if these Eagles have a small comeback left in them. 3rd and goal now. Harrington looking end zone, passes it up for Roy Williams. It's just outside of his outstretched hands, and Hansen once again 4 for 4 on the day. A 29-yard field goal is good, and the Lions extend their lead ever so slightly, but a touchdown would still win it for the Eagles, 14-19. The Eagles taking over. McNabb finds Owens deep on the left side for a gain of 31 yards, a good start to the drive, and then it's immediately halted by Porter, who gets in on the sack party. McNabb sacked again. This might be like the 5th or 6th time for a loss of 4 yards on the play. 2nd and 14, McNabb looking over the middle for Todd Pinkston, gets it away. He catches it, complete for 17 yards. Walker there on the stop. 1st and 10, Detroit 44. McNabb passes deep to Owens, and this one is intercepted by Teddy Lehman. All 3 interceptions in today's game, ooh, I just spoiled that there's another interception coming, were done by linebackers. Today I've also spoiled that the 3rd interception is going to be done by a linebacker. I guess you can look forward to that. Teddy Lehman this time says, I want in on this party, and the Lions take the ball back here in the 4th quarter. Harrington hands it off to Jones. Javon Curse gets in on the tackle. Only 1 yard gain on the play. 2nd and 9. Harrington passes over the middle to Williams for 7 yards. Nate Wayne there for the tackle. 3rd and 3. Big 3rd down here. Harrington passes to Rogers, who has it and has some room in front of him, and this boy can run. He's pushed out of bounds eventually by Brian Dawkins. Harrington on the 1st down throws it to the left side, and there is your 3rd interception by a linebacker. Jeremiah Trotter says, we are not done. We need that ball back now because I am not trying to leave without that W in Detroit. Harrington throws it pretty much right into Trotter's hands. He was there spying in the zone, and the Eagles take the ball back, wasting no time. McNabb finds Pinkston on the left side, complete for 19 yards. Dre Bly on the coverage and the tackle. 1st and 10 from the 47. McNabb passes to Owens, a short one for 3 yards. 2nd and 7 now. McNabb rolls right, rolls out some more, runs away from a defender, throws it on the move. Owens bobbles it and takes it and still grabs it. Taken down after a gain of 21 yards. Bryant on the tackle, but he couldn't get to him before he makes a spectacular catch based off of the just as spectacular razzle-dazzle and throw from Donovan McNabb, and now the Eagles are rolling. And then they promptly get stopped right in their tracks right again. McNabb sacked by Kelvin Pritchett this time for a loss of 6. 2nd and 16, McNabb finds Pinkston for 11 yards. 3rd and 5 now. McNabb throws up a pass which is deflected by the linebacker. The linebackers played great pass defense in this game, and Akers steps up for a 35-yard field goal. Philly gets a little bit closer, 17-19 the score. They need to get a quick 3-and-out here on this drive from the Lions. The first run up the middle, no gain to Hani Jones on the stop. The second run from the 2nd and 10, Jones only gets 5 out of it. Brian Dawkins there, and then Trotter and Dawkins combine for the stop, get a quick timeout here in the 2-minute warning, and the Eagles have a chance. 1st and 10, McNabb passes to Pinkston on the right side after the rollout to the right for 10 yards. He does stay in bounds. 2nd and inches, Westbrook gets the run up the middle for 4 yards. The Eagles moving quickly. 1st and 10 from Detroit's 46. McNabb passes deep to Owens in single coverage. That was a mistake, and they take advantage. The Lions now trying to save some time and taking a timeout for themselves. 1st and 10 from Detroit's 22. Westbrook runs up the middle for 1 yard. Earl Holmes on the stop. Detroit takes their second timeout. 2nd and 9 now. Buckhalter runs up the middle for 3 yards. Boss Bailey takes him down quickly. Detroit takes another timeout. And with that in there and all of their timeouts gone, Westbrook runs it to the right side, gets the first down, a run of 9 on the play. And with time running down, David Akers, this is what we pay him for. He comes in, he has a chip shot of a 26-yard field goal, and as time expires, David Akers wins the game for the Philadelphia Eagles, 20-19. The Eagles absolutely escape out of Ford Field with a victory. They didn't expect this team to give them as much trouble as they did, but that is why you call them watch out games. So from us here at Ford Field, thanks for coming out and good night. We'll take a look at the final stats. The Eagles having a great day through the air. Both teams sort of struggling to run it on the ground. This was definitely sort of a shootout without the high score, and you can see it was pretty even the whole way through. McNabb 14 for 19 on the day, 315 yards, 1 touchdown. Those 2 big interceptions by linebackers of all players. Brian Westbrook had a decent day running the ball, 10 attempts for 41 yards, and had the sole running touchdown of the day. Buckhalter also touched the ball 6 times for attempts, only had 16 yards in total. T.O. had a great day, 7 receptions, 138 yards, 1 touchdown. Freddie Mitchell also had those 2 receptions for 96 yards, big moments in the game, and Pinkston was a great possession receiver, 5 receptions for 81 yards in total. And finally, our defensive players of the game. Jeremiah Trotter had 8 total tackles between tackles and assists, and that 1 big pass interception to turn the game around and give us the opportunity to win it there in the 4th quarter. Nate Wayne and Brian Dawkins each had 7 total tackles and 1 pass deflection apiece. We didn't get the kind of pressure on the quarterback that I would have liked, but again, at the end of the day, a win is a win, and we managed to sneak the win out of this one and keep the Lions at 0-3. You can see we have the Chicago Bears next week. We simulate through the week to see if they win their game, and they do end up winning their game, so they are 2-1 against our 3-0. Thanks for joining. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I live stream these games, so if you ever want to come and hang out for the live stream or anything else, we'd love to have you there. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time when we play the Chicago Bears.